It's been a while since I did one of these. My name is Ash. I'm your faceless ASMR creator. Hi. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy. I hope you can relax and, maybe feel a little bit better after the audio. If you're a returning viewer, hi, welcome. This isn't the normal kind of video that I make. I typically do more roleplay style ASMR, but I've been wanting to do some experiments here and there, and a little while back, I did a video about reassurance regarding scars, whether that is from self-harm or an accident or growth or weight or whatever. Check that out if you like. But people seem to like it, and it was a way that I could express my concerns and compassion a little bit more directly rather than the typical kind of roleplay ASMR that I do. So I wanted to try that again, and I'll likely do it again in the future, just not sure when. Whenever the time feels right. I'm sorry, I've been yapping, but I wanted to just sit down and talk to you guys for, anyone who wants to listen or anyone who feels like they need to hear it. But as you can see from the title, despite that, wow, I can't even say the title right. Despite the mean voice in your head, you are still worth love. And I just want that to sit for a little while, because I feel like that is something that a lot of people struggle with, myself included at times. And that's totally okay. I just want to check in with everybody, have a little mental health talk, one-on-one, that kind of thing. Obviously I can't hear you, but I just want you to hear me, if that makes sense. Our brains can be very mean to us sometimes. Personally, I've struggled with depression for the majority of my life. Of course, thankfully it is getting better now. But, I get it. I get it a lot. Our brains can be very, very mean to us. They can absolutely just undermine any accomplishments that we make, anything that makes us happy. Depression can take that away. It can just suck the joy out of things. It can make everyday activities that is deemed normal really, really hard. It's overlooked a lot, and in some places it's unfortunately normalized, and there's not a lot of compassion towards something like that sometimes, especially from people who don't understand. You may have someone or some people that are important in your life who maybe have done the same thing. Maybe they've undermined your depression or your own struggles, and that's a really shitty feeling for them to undermine that purely just because they haven't experienced just how bad it can be. And that just makes what we hear in our heads even more worse. I just want to convey this message and just tell you that it's okay to love yourself. And I don't mean just in the like, oh yeah, just be happy, whatever. I mean just, I know how weird that can sound to say, oh, you can love yourself. I mean, how do you love yourself? I mean, you can love a partner, you can love a parent or a friend, but how do you love yourself? That's kind of a strange concept to a lot of people, and it's still something that I'm learning myself. But I just want to drive that home, that it is okay to love yourself. Our minds, when going through things like depression and anxiety and just all kinds of mental health struggles, it can be very toxic and just very negative. Like I said, it can really just bring down everything. It can make things that we once enjoyed less enjoyable. It can push us away from the people that we love and care about. It can undermine our accomplishments and make us feel worthless. And while I will stand to say that is not true, nobody is worthless, nothing like that. Even if you do feel those things, even if you do see all of your failures and all of your struggles, you are still worth love. You are still worthy of loving yourself, of being loved, of being cared for. I think there's a lot of things that influence this in people. I mean, in modern day society, with the introduction to internet and getting to hear every opinion from out in the world, the idealism of perfection is so rampant everywhere. I don't know what that was. There was a random crack in the walls. Sorry. The idea of someone has to be perfect is just everywhere, whether that comes from body image or financial standing or influence and gain, things like that, as well as just depression. I mean, these are hard times that a lot of people are living in. But regardless of those things, you are more than enough. Regardless of all of what you feel may be your failures, your shortcomings, your faults, you are still more than enough, and you are always worthy of loving yourself. Every single person is on their very own path of life. You shouldn't compare yourself to others, where they're at, what they're doing, who they know, what they do, because you're not on their path. You're on yours. They're not on yours. Nobody is. Only you. So take your time. Focus on you. Smell the flowers. Do what you enjoy. Maintain your own peace. A lot of what I see in a lot of people nowadays is just how pent up everybody is when it comes to just absolutely burning themselves out. And I know I may not be one to talk, but you really do need to make sure that you are having these times where you can just check up on yourself. Make sure you're doing okay. Make sure that you're holding up your own boundaries, that you're looking out for yourself, that you're caring for yourself. Because you're worth that effort. I promise you, no matter how much you dislike yourself, no matter how much you hate yourself, no matter how much you absolutely despise yourself, you are worth that effort. You are worth that love and compassion that you can show yourself. You are not your faults. You are not your failings. You are not your shortcomings. You are worth the effort to better yourself for what you wish to better yourself around. No matter what you're wanting to do, whether it's for mental health, physical health, spiritual health, anything that you want to put your mind to put yourself towards a better place, you are worth that effort, no matter what. No matter how much you dislike yourself, no matter how busy you are, no matter who is in your life and what's going on, you are always worth that effort to better yourself, to make yourself happy. You know, the world is already a very dark place. There's a lot of things happening, and hell, I can't even watch the news for more than 5 minutes before just feeling sick. It is a dark and dreary place, but I promise you there's good parts to it too. I absolutely promise you there are good things in the world too. You deserve to live. You deserve to put in that effort towards yourself so that you can see those things. No matter what that mean voice is saying in your head, you are worth it. You are worth everything. You are worth love. Now, I hope you can hear this, and I don't mean just listening, but truly hear me when I say these things. I know it's not easy. Believe me, I know. I know how hard it can be when you look in the mirror and both inside and out you see nothing that you value. But that doesn't mean that you are worth giving up. That doesn't mean that there is no hope for you. That doesn't mean that there isn't anything better out there for you. I promise you there is. And however you find that peace, however you find that content, I hope it works for you. I may be a random guy out living in the middle of the forest outside of space and time and all that. And, you may not know me. I may not know you. But from one person to another, I hope you win all of those battles you don't talk about. I hope all those nights that you think to yourself about how hard things are and how much you're struggling and how close you are to breaking. I hope you know that somewhere out in the big wide world that there is just one random stranger, one just person out there who really cares about you, and that they hope the best for you. That they hope that you can find your happiness, that you can find your peace, and that you can find your love within yourself. I know how hard it can be. But know that no matter how hard things have gotten, you are always worth the love you can show yourself. You may not be able to every single day. And even if you can, maybe it's only just to a tiniest extent. But still, it'll always be there. And you have always got yourself. I hope that's of some form of comfort to you guys. Know that I love you guys. I care about you. And I hope and I pray that you find the peace that you deserve. And that you truly do love yourself. The way that I know deep down you deserve to be loved. Now, smile for me. Smile, take a deep breath, and relax. If you're going to bed, I hope you have sweet dreams and sleep well. If you're just starting your day, keep your chin up and take it step by step. Regardless of the timing, I believe in you guys. And I love you guys.